So I recently just played LEGO Marvel Superheroes on the Wii U. It's a LEGO game like any other. If you've played one of them, you've played most of them. It's great family-friendly fun for most people. If you need a good laugh, this game is great for it. There's a bunch of moments throughout the game that made me chuckle and laugh to myself. The LEGO games are pretty good at doing some neat visual gags with their characters in the game, so those were always a joy to see. LEGO games are usually pretty relaxed. There's no high dramatic story or hectic combat sequences. You usually go at it at your own pace, experience the stories, fight the bosses, and have a good time. That's what these games are all about. The level designs in LEGO Marvel Superheroes are pretty cool. This is one of the LEGO games that actually has an open world mechanic, which is pretty neat. You can explore the open world, and there's some little side activities and hidden collectibles that you can find there. The open worlds really add a lot to these games. It seems like they were tailored for this kind of gameplay. Each level is pretty fun and creative to go through, whether it was the Fantastic Four Tower or Stark Tower with all of the Iron Man suits that have been hijacked and you have to fight your way through, or even on Dr. Doom's space station thing. That was a really fun level. There's a lot of unique and varied levels, so you never get bored playing around in each of the different spaces. Some of the puzzles in the game are actually a little bit difficult. They stumped me a couple of times throughout the game, but for the most part it is a game that's designed for kids, so you shouldn't have that hard of a time with it. And yeah, like I said, it's a LEGO game, so if you've played other LEGO games, it's pretty self-explanatory as to what you're going to be doing in this game. Some of the cons with LEGO Marvel Superheroes, specifically with this Wii U version, I was having a lot of performance issues. There was a lot of lag at many different parts. There's a lot of stuff on the screen, so maybe that's what's causing it, but there was noticeable frame dropping in a number of the areas. Seeing as the story isn't really based on anything, it was a unique story for the game. The voice acting is kind of spotty. For some of the characters, like Wolverine, they get Steve Blum and a couple other people that do really good impressions of other heroes. But then some people, like Tony Stark, just sound weird and off. Maybe that's because we're all used to him being Robert Downey Jr., but it just kind of sounded weird for some of the characters, and it kind of took me out of it at many parts. And as I said in the pros, this is a LEGO game, and with that, the gameplay does get pretty repetitive. You're going through, punching a room of enemies, building some items, and then using the different characters to solve puzzles. There's not really anything super innovative other than the open world, but even then it's just you're going around and doing side objectives. It can get a little bit repetitive, especially seeing as this game is about a 10-hour time sink. Some of the game mechanics can also be a little bit rigid and fight against you. Occasionally there'll be a couple jumps where you just miss it each time because for whatever reason the depth perception isn't really right with you, or you're not colliding well with the level geometry. So that's something else to keep in mind. But yeah, that's LEGO Marvel Superheroes. I really enjoyed my time with it. The LEGO games are always a blast, and I highly recommend that you check this title out, whether you get it on the Wii U, Xbox, PlayStation, wherever it's Ow! Ah. What'd you go and do that for? Really? Another LEGO game? I mean, I just played this one. Jeez, where'd that gun come from? Look, the backlog's big enough. I just want to play some other games before I